Hey loves, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll be sharing with you a simple tutorial on how to make this stylish halter neck backless flare dress. To start making this dress, you need about 3.5 to 4 yards of fabric. So this is what I have this Ankara fabric and I have this plain fabric here. You can use any plain fabric of your choice. Now the first thing you're going to do is to fold your fabric and note the measurement you're going to use. Now it's either you fold your fabric by 18 or you're going to make use of your hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 6 inches. Whichever method that works for you, go ahead to fold your fabric that way. For me, I used 18 inches to fold. 18 inches on fold will give me 36 if I open up my dress. But if you have a wider hip, go ahead to use your hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 6 inches. Now to cut this dress, I'm going to cut the upper part on a pattern paper, then transfer it to my main fabric to cut the lower part. So the first step is to start by marking your shoulder measurement divided by 2. I'll come down by 1 inch from this point for my shoulder slope. The next step is to mark a basic neckline of 3 inches. Now the next step is to connect from here all the way to the neckline. After marking this, you're going to mark your armhole line. To get that is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever you get, place your ruler and draw out a straight line. Now place your tape, mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2. After marking that, connect this all the way to the upper part of your shoulder. Place back your tape and divide what you have into 2 equal parts. Come out by ½ inch here, place your tape here and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. I'll connect from the midpoint to the upper part and to the bust measurement divided by 4. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4 and I'll add a stitching allowance of 1.5 inches. Now at the under bust, mark your under bust measurement divided by 4, add your stitching allowance. I'm just using 1.5 inches. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4, then you're going to add your sewing allowance. Now go ahead to connect this all the way down. Please, this 1 inch is not a standard. I'm just adding 1 inch just in case I want to adjust the dress, probably if I gain weight later. So I'm just going to go ahead to connect or outline my pattern. Now we are going to alter this pattern into an halter neckline. For the neckline, the depth I used 2 inches and the width I used 3 inches, right? Then go ahead to come in by 1.5 inches or 2. Now you're going to this towards the side. Now looking at what we have on the dress, it went all the way below the bust line, but I don't want mine to reveal my bust, so I just left it 1 inch after my armhole line. I'll connect and this is what I have here. So just go ahead to place your tape, measure from the upper part to the full neckline. So what I have is 4.1 inch, right? So that is what I'll be using. So I'll not cut this out. I'll just cut out the sides and the sides of this pattern. I'll be using this to draft the back pattern before chopping out the neckline. What I did was to mark out my zipper allowance. I used just 1 inch for the zipper allowance at the back. Now place your front pattern. Then what I'll do is to connect the neckline. I want to just outline this pattern. This way you don't have to go ahead to start drafting out another back pattern. I want to use this back pattern as a guide to measure out the straps at the back of the dress. So I'll just go ahead and cut out. So this is what I have after cutting out. Now the next step I'll take is just to mark the back neckline. For the back neckline is 3 by 1 inch, which I'll go ahead to connect. So I'll just go ahead to connect this. Now measure from the neckline to where the zip stops. So after taking that measurement, what you will have is 3.5. Now you'll be adding up this 3.5 plus what you have here. Remember at the front I have 4.1 inch and at the back I have 3.5 inches. You'll be using this to cut out the neckline of this dress. So come down by ½ inch here and extend this all the way up to get rid of the zipper bulge on your dress. So I'm going to place my tape and I'll connect it all the way towards the end this way. So I'll be cutting this out. So from here I'll place my tape and mark 6 inches after my bar, and I'll connect it to the neckline. So after measuring, what I have is about 11 inches. So I'll be using this 11 inches as a guide to note the measurement I'll be cutting for the back strap. After getting all the measurements I have, I'll just chop out this area, right? So I'm just going to use this to cut out my pattern. For the front, I placed it on my pattern paper on my fabric, right? So remember, we have already folded the fabric by 10 inches. Now place your tape and get the full length of your dress. So for the full length of my dress, I used about 54 inches, right? So I'm going to go ahead to cut out that measurement. Also includes the folding allowance also. Sorry, that part of my video was shaking, so I had to like take it out. So on your gown length line, you're going to mark it out, right? So after marking it out, now we are going to connect from the upper part all the way down. Please be careful when you're marking this area to avoid having air. So first of all, let's cut out the sides of this pattern. I'll just go ahead and I'll cut this out, then go ahead to cut here. So what I'll do next is to extend this all the way to the side. When cutting this, please make sure you slant it and not create like a curve. If not, you will have air. When I was making mine, I had slight air, so at the side, that is that bulging effect by the side. So what I did was to just trim it out. So what I will do now is to go ahead to place my ruler and I will trace this all the way out. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Now after cutting this, I'm going to go ahead to place another fabric underneath it, and when I place that fabric, that is for the back. Now I'll make sure it's starting at this point. Also go ahead to place the back pattern at that point, right? You want to make sure that is matching. Now for the back pattern, I'll be adding my zipper allowance of 1 inch all the way down to the front pattern, and then I will also get rid of the zipper bulge. What I'll do is to pin it together, and I'm going to now trace out the sides. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Then I'll go ahead to trace it out, and then we'll start joining the dress together. So this is what I have. I'll trace out the excess I have here. Zipper area, I'll cut out the zipper bulge and go ahead to slant this out. I added 1 inch at the back for my zipper allowance. I'll separate the front from the back. Now for the back pattern, we are going to measure where we want our zipper to stop. So you want to measure where you want the zipper to stop. I'll mark the waistline and then come down by 7 inches after the waistline of my dress. So I'll stitch 1 inch all the way down for the upper part. So I'll keep the back aside. So next, this is the front part. Now you have to indicate the center of your dress. So I'm just going to mark a straight line along the center. So after marking that out, you want to like create a little, use your plain fabric to create a little design there. Cut out about 1.5 inches to 1 inch. So you're going to fold it up this way and sew like a tiny loop. So I felt like 1.5 might be too bulky, so what I did was to cut out like not exactly 1 inch but 1.2. So I'm just going to fold it half in this way, right? I'm just going to fold it and use my iron and iron it all the way down, so that when I'm placing it, it will be easier for me to stitch on the machine. So this is it now. After you must have ironed it all the way down, you now place it, then top stitch on it on both sides to create that design all the way to the lower part of this dress. So I'll go over to the sewing machine to stitch that. Now after stitching, this is what I have. Now I cut out this band. You can use any measurement of your choice. What I cut was 2 inches, right? The wideness, the length totally depends on where you want to attach it to, right? We'll use this to wrap up the armhole area. of this dress. So I'll be showing you how to do that. So first, I attached it from the back like you see me doing with 1/2 inch. Now I'll fold in with 1/2 inch again, place it on top of that first stitch I made, and I will top stitch it. I'm just going to stitch this all the way to the end, and I'll be repeating this on the other side of my dress also. So after stitching, I went ahead to like cut out little loops. So this is what I'll be using for the strap at the back. So instead of cutting out 11 inches I measured for the back, I cut out 10.5 by 3 inches. Over to the machine and I will fold it out. Now, the next step is I also cut out that same 2 inches, and then I use the length. I'll attach it at the back of the dress. Same method I used in joining towards the armhole. Now I'm done joining it, and I added zipper at the back of my dress. So now I'll measure about 6 inches. Remember that 6 inches, that is where we'll add our strap. So I added my strap in a way that I can easily remove it and top stitch it if it doesn't really fit very well at the back the way I want it. So I'll measure 7 inches here, mark. That is where I'll attach this strap. Then I'll also go over to the other side. I'll also attach the same strap that I made, right? Remember the length of my strap was 11 inches, but I used 10.5 because I want to tighten the back so that I will not have any excess. So when placing it, slant it, please do not place it straight, just like you see me do. So after this, we are going to cut out the halter neck collar area. Now remember the front neckline we measured was 4.1 inches. I'll mark. Now for the back neckline we have 3.5 inches. I'll mark. Then I'll add extra 1/2 inch to it. That is for folding allowance. So what I'll do in total, we'll go ahead and fold it this way. Remember your pattern is on fold, your fabric is on fold, sorry. Mark the midpoint, right? Then come up by 1/2 inch here, then I will connect. This is because I don't want to cut the collar in a straight manner. Then after that I will fold it over this way. Are you seeing how I'm doing it? So when I fold it over this way now, I will go ahead to cut out. So before folding, what I will do is to go ahead to measure the amount that I need. So what I need is about 1 inch or 1.5 on fold. If you notice, my own straps were smaller. I wanted mine to be small. So 1 inch on fold, like you see me do. Then I will go ahead to cut this out. So if you have any question or any part you do not understand, please kindly go ahead to ask. So I'm just going to cut this out, open it up. If I open it up, notch the midpoint, very important. Then I will open it. This is what I have, and then fold it into 2 this way. Now we're going to place our neckline starting from the midpoint where we notched the collar. Now place that notch part at the center. So what you will do is you place it this way, right? Starting from the back, just like we attached this side. Now you will stitch the neckline area with 1/2 inch. After stitching it, you will fold it over this way. Just watch the way I'm doing it. Fold it over this way and you will top stitch neatly. Then top stitch all the way to the sides. Now when you get to the side, leave about 1.5 inches on both sides. So this is what I have. Now if you notice, the dress on the thumbnail has a hook, but mine, I'm making a loop. I'm using a loop because I don't have a hook at home. Now let's attach the neckline. So you see this 1.5 inches we left. Now we will take that our back strap and attach it there. Then that remaining 1/2 inch, right, we'll fold it in this way like you see me do. Then I will go ahead to stitch on that part, but first of all use your pin to hold it down. So this is what you will have. Now on the other side, open it up again, place this inside this way. Then you're going to be attaching the loop on one side. So this is the side I am attaching the loop, right? Fold it in this way, place that your strap at the back, then fold in that remaining 1/2 inch. Then while folding it, you place your loop and pin it down. So this side might be a bit tricky, you just want to take it easy and do this. So just go ahead and pin it, go over to the sewing machine, top stitch it very well. So you add a button to the back. If you're not using a loop, do not add a loop. you can just attach a hook and eye much later. So after stitching, I went ahead to pin, and then I'll mark out my waistline area first. So from that waistline area, I'm going to locate where my bust is. Due to I have a sharp curve there, so that's why I'm making a reference point to the waistline. Mark out your bust line. Then after marking my bust line, the next step I'll take is to also mark the under bust area. For marking the under bust, let's insert our bust measurement. My bust is 33.5 divided by 2. Give me 16.75. So what I have here now is 18.5. Instead of using my actual measurement of 16.75, I'll use 16.5 because I want to tighten the armhole. What I'll now do is 18.5 minus 16.5, right? Remember how we got the 16.5 is round my bust measurement divided by 2, which is my bust is 33.5 divided by 2, which will give you 16.75, but I'm using 16.5. So I'll now do 18.5 minus that 16.5. It will give me inches. So you want to share 1 inch on both sides. Now another thing is, instead of marking that 1 inch, right, if you don't want to have any form of gaping at the armhole, mark at least 1.25 inches inside. That way it will tighten the bust area very well if you don't want it to reveal your bust. Now I'll place my tape and mark my under bust measurement. After marking my under bust measurement, I will place my tape at that point. What I have is 18 inches. My under bust measurement is 28. 28 divided by 2 will give you 14. I will subtract that 14 from this 18, which will give me 2 inches. I will now mark 2 inches on both sides, right? So what I will do is to connect from the bust to that mark here. Then connect from the bust to the other side of the mark. Now let's go ahead to mark the waistline. My waistline is also 28 inches, right? So what I will do is to place my tape at that point. What I have here is 17 inches, right? 28, which is my waistline, divided by 2 will give you 14. So I will subtract 14 from this 17, which will give me 3 inches. That means I'm marking 1.5 inches on both sides of my pattern. So from here now, you want to connect this all the way down. Now when connecting, you slant a bit, right? Then you start coming down by 1 inch and gradually extend this to ½ inch while going down. Now you also repeat the same thing at this other side. Ahead to extend all the way down. So after I was done stitching, this is the final result of the dress. If you have any question, please kindly go ahead to ask. Leave your question at the comment section. Join us on our next video. Thanks.